lot of bands, got a lot of IP on me. I gotta feel myself off. I gotta feel myself off. I gotta cool it out. I gotta cool it out. Yeah. It's been a lot of years, really think you're getting one past me. I gotta feel myself off. I gotta feel myself off. I gotta cool it out.
Hey y'all, happy Wednesday. I had to work last night. I am done with my 3 shifts for the week, baby, and they will not see me again for the next 8 days. And I cannot tell you how happy I am. We are on our way to get Kava, because I made it like it's an absolute, on my first day off after working my 3 days, I can't do nothing. Like literally, I'm forcing myself not to do nothing. No appointments, no going out. Like, I just want to sleep all day. It's almost 6 o'clock now. I've been up for the last few hours just like taking care of stuff for like the moving or whatever. But anyway, they was getting on my nerves this week, child. Sunday they floated me to a damn nursing home. It reminded me of when I used to work in Florida. All the patients old as hell, dementia, getting out the bed. I can do mental health, but dementia is a very, very sad disease, and you gotta have a lot of patience, because like it's almost like dealing with a child. But when I think about it, when you're dealing with a child, like there is some reasoning, some rationale that they get after a certain time, even though you still gotta tell them over and over again. It's different versus somebody who got dementia. Like, they forget the moment that you tell them, so you gotta have a lot of patience. Then the next day, Monday, I got floated again, and it wasn't even my turn to float. And I had to remind myself, like, girl, why are you so attached to this floor? Like, it didn't even matter. But then I end up going to the other floor, and I'm just like, ugh. It was just busy. It was a heavy floor, 6 patients, like, ugh. Then yesterday, last night was okay as far as the shift. We had a cold, y'all. I haven't cried. There's only one cold that I cried at, and that was my cold. And that's because, like, somebody else found him dead. And it was when I was a brand new nurse. And I was like, damn, like I had just helped him to the bed. We was chit-chatting, and then just like that, he was gone. But this cold, we have, he's not a traveler. I think he just like worked PRN or whatever. But I promise you, and I'm not exaggerating, every time it's like a running joke. Every time he works, he always has a cold. Always. I'm not exaggerating. And last night, one of his patients coded. And it's so crazy because I had just seen the patient walking around the unit. He did stop a few times while he was walking. He was walking with his family, and he was just like, we was asking him, like, you all right? And he like, yeah, I'm just trying to catch my breath or whatever. Little did we know he was about the code. And so I come out of the med room, I'm passing my meds, I see all the commotion. I see that they had like called a rapid on him or whatever, because they said he was desatting. And rapid had came, his family was outside the door or whatever. And then I'm looking on my MR to make sure I got all my meds, and then next thing I know, I hear the code button. I grabbed the crash cart, run in the room, they doing CPR. I grab my paper. A good tip, if you ever want to, am I turning right here? If you ever want to be involved in a code, but not involved in it, and also learn, be the recorder. Because it be so much stuff going on. Nobody is thinking about when did we press the code button? When did we get this? When did we get that? Like, I'm always the recorder, and I've learned so much being in the code. Just, the type of meds they pass, the frequency they can be given, everything. So yeah. So I grab my paper and I'm recording. The family is this the cover? Well, I look like it's closed. The family is outside the door. Now the thing about this hospital is they have a chaplain on, not even on call, because some hospitals will just have them on call, or they might be there during the day, but at night they might leave and you might have to call. But they have a chaplain like working there. So, and he comes every time there is a code. And so he comes up, the family is standing outside the door, and he grabs them to take them down the hall. Now, mind you, they was already standing outside the door when they was doing the rapid, because he was alive at that point. So he grasped them and, you know, try to usher them down the hall, but they was like, you know, I want to stay. And honestly, I wouldn't want to be, like, the last memories of my loved one to be me seeing them lifeless in bed and somebody doing CPR on them. I just wouldn't want those memories, but you know, everybody is different. So they were kind of standing in a position where they can kind of still see everything that is going on, but they're kind of out the way. And so it was, I don't know this patient, because it was my first time working on the floor since last week. And I don't know if it was his wife and his sister, but it was just like two older ladies. He was only 64, y'all. Like, that's crazy to me too. Like, people are dying younger and younger and getting sicker younger and younger. Like, 64 is so young. But anyway, the two women are standing outside or whatever. And I don't know if their family lived close by, because we only ran the code for, I think, barely 30 minutes. It might have been like 28 minutes. I remember when they called it or whatever. But I remember her calling. I remember like maybe 15 minutes into the code, like all the family showed up. Like, I don't know if it was his kids, his grandkids, but they were like older adults or whatever showed up. And so I hear them like wailing in the hall, like crying in the hall. And this one was different for me, because typically when you have a code, the family is escorted out and sent to the waiting room or sent somewhere far away from all the chaos that's going on. I've never had a family member actually stay there. They weren't in the room, like they were in the hall, but I've never had a family member like in close proximity like that. And so I've never heard a family member crying during a code. And so the kids arrive and I hear them crying outside. One of the sons was like beating on a wall, just like distraught basically. Like, damn, like it's a lot going on. It got to be like 20 people there at the code. They don't know if he gonna make it or not, and they just having a normal response. But I'm not used to dealing with that or hearing that like in such close proximity. So we take every measure, you know, several times during the code. The doctor who was running it, you know how they do. Like, does anybody have any input, anything that we should have done that we may have missed before we call it? So, you know, we do everything. They call time of death. She calls the chaplain in there to let the chaplain know, like, okay. So he goes back out and he tells the family. And I thought the wailing was like loud while we was doing the code. Baby, when they said that, I'm talking about they went crazy. And all of us were just like, you could see it, everybody's face in the code. We was just like, damn, like that shit sad. So he comes back in. One thing I do like about this hospital too is it's a like I guess like are they Christian or Catholic? I don't know. It's a God-based hospital. Like, they do a prayer every night. Or in the morning too, I don't know. But anyway, I'm saying that to say that I like that during the end of a code, the chaplain comes in and he prays, and it was a really good prayer. And I had already, like, my eyes were already welling up. Mind you, I'm ovulating. Not to say that I wouldn't have been emotional about it anyway, because I'm just an empath. Like, I felt how they was feeling. Like, obviously it's not my patient, it's not my father, my husband, but I just, when people feel stuff, like I feel it too, like I'm going through it. So I didn't cry though, like, but I can sense like the tears welling up in my eyes, like hearing them cry outside. And then when the chaplain did the prayer, like he did a really nice prayer. I was the only one who said amen at the end of it when I think about it. But you know, in medical fields, some people believe in God, some people don't. But I'm just thinking, like, at the end of the prayer, he was like, amen. And I was like, amen. But I was the only one who said it. So anyway, the family, they never left. Like, they stayed out there for at least an hour just crying, like boo-hooing. And they was like screaming and yelling. It was a lot. It was a lot for me to like take in. Even though this wasn't my patient, it was just like, you know, you sympathize. Like, damn, they Christmas will never be the same. Like, never. And it was so crazy because I'm telling you, the man was up walking around, doing his laps with his family. You know, he had went to the bathroom after that, and then all of a sudden he was just gone just like that. But the nurse that I was telling you about, who was his patient, he had also took it really hard, because it's like, damn, you getting all these codes, like, all like in a span of like, this is no dig to him being a nurse. Like, it just so happened that he get patients who in a blink of an eye are unstable. Mind you, I work on like a step down, basically a step down cardiac unit. So these patients they're semi-stable. We send a lot of people to ICU who are getting ready to go for like a cabbage or LVADs or stuff like that. So when you think about it, like, they're not truly stable, because otherwise they wouldn't even be going for these very extensive surgeries or whatever. So he had took it really hard, and the chaplain like had to console him, because I could just imagine like what that does to you subconsciously. Like, damn, like, why do all of my patients, like, and I think that was the second code that he had where the patient actually died. The rest of them, they actually were okay. But I don't know, that code, I don't know, it just, I've never experienced where family was right there, so it kind of like hit me a little bit different. It was just like very taxing. It was taxing on all of us, like, because everybody was in there helping, doing CPR. Thank God we had like 3 or 4 men working last night, because they did really good CPR, y'all. If you ain't fit, do some CPR. You will see if you fit or not. But anyway, last night was just a lot, which then, let me go grab my food. I'll be right back. Let me make sure my lamb out here. This one looking kind of thin. It's feeling kind of light, honey. Oh, I see it. Okay, so anyway, that had brought me to the realization. Not even a realization, like, I know that. But you know, sometimes you just be in the moment, caught in the moment of like a thought. And it made me think about how finite death is. Like, I'm not afraid of death or whatever. Like, you just deal with it as a nurse, you know. I don't want to say you become immune to it, but you know, if you're a nurse, you get what I'm saying. But it made me but I just had a moment of like, man, death is so final. It made me think of that, one, and then 2, it made me think like, it's so random too. Like, you literally never know when it's gonna be your time. Which then made me think about like, damn, I'm walking to my car and I was like, damn, like, this can be my last day. Like, I can die leaving out of this facility. Which then made me think about, damn, if I die today, nobody would know. I started going down this spiral of like how I don't talk to anybody. Like, I'm telling you, I spend like 98% of my time by myself. I don't talk to my family, if at all. Like, maybe, and this is a stretch, and it's depending on who I'm talking to, like maybe once or twice a year. That's like literally a stretch. I can't tell you the last time I like seen my family. I've seen like a few cousins here and there, but like actually spent time with my whole entire family, it's been more than a decade. I talk to my mom maybe once a month or whatever. The point that I'm making is that between friends and family, there is nobody that I talk to every single day. And I don't know if that's normal. Like, as adults, like, because I just live in my own little world. I don't know what everybody else does. Well, I kind of do. I feel like everybody else either has a spouse, they have children, they have family, somebody to know what your day-to-day is. I don't have that. It made me realize, like, if I die today, nobody would know that I was dead, which made me think about my dog. I wasn't sad about the fact that nobody would know that I was dead. Like, I did think about it like, damn, like, nobody would literally know that I was dead. But I was more so thinking about Caleb. Like, nobody would know my dog was in there. And he would have to be there for probably weeks before somebody recognized that he was in there or that I'm dead and I had a dog. Like, I just started going down this downward spiral. Like, damn, nobody knows about me. Like, if I'm being honest, like, I don't even talk to my friends every month. Unless, like, we're planning something, then I'll talk to them more frequently. But I have this type of friends, like, we just be doing our own thing. And when we catch up, we catch up. It's like we've been kicking it every day. And that's normal. And I'm okay with that. I don't want to talk to nobody every day. But it just made me think, like, damn, I really don't have nobody in my life who would be able to check on me or be like, just kind of like, damn, I ain't heard from Shannon. Is she okay? You know what I'm saying? It really made me think, like, I'm really out here in the world by myself. It's really just me and my dog. Like, Caleb is the only living, breathing thing that I see, deal with every single day. Otherwise, like, I don't talk to my friends every day. I don't talk to my family every day. I don't have a man. Like, nobody would know that I was okay. And that just, like, I don't know. That, like, made me feel a certain type of way. But again, I'm ovulating, so everything is going to be a little bit more intensified. But you know, I made it home safe. Y'all are obviously seeing this. I am alive and well, and I just thank God. Like, thank you, God, for allowing me to make it home today, and Caleb doesn't have to worry about being in the house by himself without nobody knowing. So child, anyway, I have been sleeping all day. It has been well needed. I'm about to eat, and then I want to do a little shopping for the new place. I'm in this mindset of like everything needs to have its place, so I'm gonna go room by room and just order like a lot of storage bins, things to make everything look cohesive and not just thrown together. And then I gotta do like a little bit of stuff like transferring stuff over to the new apartment, and that's it. I'll probably just see you guys tomorrow. I got a tox appointment that I need to do. I'm gonna do Pilates. I'm going to work out. And then Friday we have stuff to do, and then Saturday we will be in New Orleans. Is that how you say it, child? I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to check in with y'all because I haven't seen y'all since maybe Sunday. I don't know, child. Anyway, see y'all tomorrow. Good morning, y'all. It is early. I've never went and got my hair done this early. 6:55, child. We got a lot of stuff to do today, so I just needed to get up and start my day pretty early. I'm about to head, as y'all heard me say, head to go get my lips so shiny. Head to go get my hair done. So I will see y'all there.
It's not a good feeling. You eat something that's bad.
All right, y'all. Hair is done. I should have had her trim it because it's so big, but now what time is it? We're on our way to go get our nails done. We are in and out early. I low-key like this. I like handling, am I becoming old, y'all? I like handling my business early so I can get back to the crib and chill. My day really revolves around like how soon can I get back in the bed. That's mad crazy. We about to go all the way on the other side. So I'm going back to my old. I don't like getting my nails done. Like, I don't like female maintenance. I don't mind getting my hair done. I don't mind getting my hair done because I do like the washing and scratching my scalp and all of that stuff. And she's very like get you in and out. It's 9 o'clock. My appointment was at 7:30. But we was talking. But typically she get me in and out, and I gotta relax her too, so that do take a little bit longer. But let me put this address in. I don't like female maintenance. Y'all know for the longest, for like a year, when I was on that assignment in Fayetteville, they tried to make it seem like they was really strict about nails, and they turned out they wasn't, which is fine because most hospitals aren't. But I never end up getting my nails done after that. I literally just started getting my nails done after, that was like maybe a year and a half ago in October of this year, and I'm just like, ugh. I just don't enjoy female maintenance. The point that I'm making is I'm going back to my old faithful guy. Nails are expensive. Like, they charge you for shape. And mind you, I don't even have long nails. They charge you for length. I never get long nails anymore. I'm just not that girl. They charge you for length. They charge you for shape. They charge you for soaking off. Like, they just charge you for everything. But my guy that I'm going to, like, he old school. Like, his prices, I could leave out with a full set for like $35. Versus if I go to these other shops, like, I'm leaving out paying like $100 plus for nothing. So I'm gonna go back to him. But the thing is, it's so damaging to my nails. Like, I've tried the shellac, it still makes my nails thin. Acrylic, of course, is gonna make it thin. So I know they doing like the Russian thing now. Honestly, I don't want to do none of it. I really don't. I really do not like getting my nails done. I feel like it never lasts. Like, after a week, it's looking old. I'm just like, I'm over female maintenance, but we're about to go get our nails done. My toes are still good. They tend to last longer. But my nails had grow out, and I had old girl TT do the shellac, because I'm like, okay, they long now. We were doing the dip powder. I don't know what it's called. We were doing that. But I'm like, let me just do shellac. That'll be cheaper. It'll still get the same look. Child, that shellac was like having regular polish. Like, it did not even last a week. And then because it didn't last, my nails broke off. So now I'm back to square one with these little baby nubs. So today I'm going to get some acrylic, which I feel like is a way. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have him do an overlay. He probably gonna try to convince me to do acrylic because it's more. But anyway, kids, we about to go get our nails done. It's 9 o'clock. It's Friday, but I'm hoping nobody is in there. This place is in the hood, and it typically be crowded. But every time I go in there though, like, he's available. Like, he the owner of the shop, but like, he got other good techs that people will go to, so he typically like available. So hopefully we can get, and he quick too. He's super quick, but I'm hoping I don't have to wait. I'm tired now. It's so gloomy outside today. It is cold and gloomy. But anyway, after we get our nails done, I need to go back to the house. Your nephew got sick. I really low-key don't want to talk about it because y'all know. I told myself, like, yesterday when I was at the vet with him, I'm like, I'm not crying on camera. I don't think I cried all this year, so y'all due for a crying video. But I was just like, nope, not gonna do it. I'm gonna just be positive. He's gonna be okay. But I'm gonna go home after I get my nails done so that I could just check on him, make sure he's doing all right. I low-key feel honestly guilty. Like, a part of me does not want to go to New Orleans because I just want to like make sure that he was okay. Which I'm glad I took him to the vet yesterday so like he could start getting better. But I don't know. I know she's gonna call me today, and I really like that vet. The hospital that I go to, they got like several different vets, and she's the first one that I really genuinely like. Like, she made me feel like she cared. Not that the others didn't care, and it was never really nothing wrong with them for them to care. But you know, she really made me feel like, okay, let's get him together. So I'm gonna just stop by the house. I need to go to Zara. We need to go to the mall. We need to go to Sephora too. I'm gonna see if they can match me with some makeup. It's still kind of early. She cut these little baby things too short. I told her, leave them alone. See if they can match me with some makeup because I think my skin color has changed. Y'all, I stopped going to my esthetician. That's a whole story for another day. But I'm trying to get my face back together because I done trusted the process and I don't trust another. Anyway, I'll see y'all in a few. I know that you're drunk. Tell me what you want after this close. You know you're nasty. Alright, y'all. Nails are done, honey. Done and out the way. $40. I think he went up because it used to be like $30. But one thing I like about him, he will get you in and out. It's not like super like luxurious in there, but he get the job done, and he quick with it, and it's cheap. So now we about to go home. I need to grab that stuff I need to return to Zara, and we gotta go to 2 different Sephoras because the Lenox Sephora didn't have everything that I needed. So I will see y'all back at the ranch. Y'all, I have not talked to y'all, I think, since I got my nails done because, baby, I'm thinking, it's Friday morning, afternoon. It's 2 o'clock now, but I went to the mall. I got to the mall probably like at 12. They only been open for 2 hours. Baby, why is the mall packed like it's the day before Christmas? I'm like, either people trying to spend their Christmas money, or I was like, duh, people haven't went back to work yet. And Zara having a little sale, I ain't had the patience to look through it. I went and returned my stuff, grabbed my stuff from Sephora, and I had to go to 2 Sephoras to get the stuff. I wanted them to match, y'all. I told myself a goal of mine in 2023 was to learn how to do my makeup. So I went to the Sephora in Lenox because they got, well, both of them have black girls. The one in Perimeter had black girls too, but I was just like, I'm gonna go to the one in Sephora and see if they had matched me. And she was telling me I had the right color, but she was like, it probably was looking too light because I was wearing it in summer. The last time I wore that makeup was when I went to Detroit, which wasn't that August or September? It was summer. So she was like, it was probably too light. Damn, my battery about to die. Let me switch it out. But she was like, now that it's winter time, she was like, you should be good. So anyway, I'm about to go home now. I need to take a nap though. I still gotta pack. I gotta pack Caleb's stuff. I gotta pack my stuff. Do I know what I'm wearing? No. I actually packed what I was wearing, but now I'm not in the mood to wear that. So I'm like, I told Lens I'm coming to eat. I don't even care if I look cute or not. Like, I know I ain't gonna look bummy, but I'm not trying to put an outfit together. Like, I can care less what that outfit come out looking like. Now, my going out outfit, my concert outfit, I got options. I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to wear it because it's cold down there. It's cold like how it was in Texas, like 50, 60 degrees. So, I'm not about to be unprepared this time. Or maybe I won't. Oh, shit. I'm going to turn it right here. I am. I'm about to go home and get Caleb. I've been checking on him. I'm looking at him on the camera, and he just, like, standing there looking at the door. Like, he waiting for me to come. So I'm gonna just go, oh shit, I'm about to go grab him really quick, and then we're gonna go get something to eat, because y'all know when I'm stressed out, baby, am I going straight? Yeah. All I wanna do is eat. Okay, I need to get a camera mount. Y'all remind me to do that, because I'm so tired of y'all slipping and sliding, and I know y'all are too. We about to go get some cheesesteaks. I'm gonna eat, take a nap. I'm waiting for the vet. She told me she was gonna call me. I'm trying not to stress about it. I'm just not certain. This is what's going on with Caleb. He has a murmur. I don't know what type of murmur, because I've never did any type of diagnostic to figure out like if he has AFib or anything like that. And he's had it since he was a baby. So all of his symptoms that he is experiencing now is really just coming with age, because he has been fine. He has never been on medication. His heart murmur has never been a problem. So now he is in heart failure. You know, it's so crazy how animals and humans are alike. But when somebody is in heart failure, you want to go ahead and diurese him. So she did a chest x-ray, but the chest x-ray just showed that he had cardiomegaly. You know, his heart was just enlarged, which obviously that is a symptom of it. But we really couldn't tell if he had fluid on his lungs. It was like kind of hazy, so we was just like, let's just go ahead and diurese him. Like, this is typically what they present is like he's very short of breath. I don't want to say very, but we are not going on our mile-long walks anymore. Like, he is literally like, let's go use the bathroom, and he want to go back in the house, which is that's not normal for him. And he's doing a lot of like abdominal breathing. Not like he's trying to catch his breath, but I'm looking at his abdomen and I'm counting his respirations, and I'm like, he is like right on the cusp of like his respirations like being abnormal. And it depends on if like he doing something or not. Like, if he getting up or we just finished walking, like, of course his respirations are higher versus when he is resting. So we gave him a dose of Lasix yesterday. He didn't pee as much, honestly. Ooh, y'all about to slide. Don't slide. Okay, he didn't pee as much, but then, you know, it's also hard to monitor a dog's urine output. I took him outside like several times last night just because I wanted him to get that fluid off of him, but not because he was like, he got to go outside. I think he would have just held it. So we put him on. He got one dose of IV Lasix, which she did an IM shot. And then he is going to be on enalapril for basically the rest of his life. So yesterday she made me feel good, because she was like, I guarantee you by tomorrow when I call you and check on you, like, he's gonna feel better. But honestly, I'm not sure, because his symptoms started like 3 days ago, but I was not really paying attention. Like, he just didn't want to walk like that. And I'm like, but then I start seeing him like trying to catch his breath, and that's like yesterday. That's when I'm like, okay, let's go to the vet. He was going to the vet anyway, because I told you I wanted to get his teeth cleaned. But then I'm like, he's not coughing. Like, he's normal in the sense he's eating, he's urinating, he's pooping, like he's drinking his water. He sleeps typically all day, because that's just what old dogs do. So there is nothing different there. It's really just the abdominal breathing that made me concerned. I tried to listen to his lungs, but because he is a brachiocephalic dog, like y'all hear him all the time in the vlog. Like, that's just how he breathes. So it's hard to tell, like, if he has abnormal breathing or if that's just his normal breathing. But she said when she listened to him, she heard like some stridor, no crackles. It didn't seem too wet. Like I said, the chest x-ray didn't really show it being wet, but it did have some hazy areas. So we was just like, okay, we gonna treat it like he is in heart failure. So I honestly, I say all that to say, like, I don't know if he's getting better or not. Like, he's not acting, he still don't want to walk far. We did not go on a walk today. I literally took him outside to go pee, poop, and then he was ready to go back in the house. So I'm trying to, like, not force him, because I don't want him to overexert his heart. But she was talking about doing an echocardiogram, you know, to see his ejection. Oh, y'all almost did make it. Let me go, y'all, because this is like a windy road. But to see his ejection fraction. But she was like, you might not want to get his teeth clean, because, you know, he might not make it under anesthesia. But she was like, you know, it's a 50-50 chance. We get the echocardiogram to see, like, the function of his heart, the contractility of his heart. And if it's good, then okay, we can do it, as long as we have a appropriate cardiac protocol, we're not overloading him with fluids and stuff like that. Then she was like, yeah, because you know, him getting his teeth clean affects the longevity of his life. And then also too, I don't want him to get endocarditis because he has an infection in his tooth. So I'm like, that's really important to me that he get his teeth clean. So I don't know, y'all. I'm trying not to stress about it. I didn't cry like 5 or 6 times today, because I'm just like, the reality of like, ooh, child, now she about to cry again. The reality of my dog being gone, like, I ain't ready, honey. I am not ready. The lady who I was doing Botox with yesterday, doing her Botox, she was telling me about her dog, like how her dog was 17 or is 17, but he just had a stroke. He be having seizures like every day. Caleb does have a history of seizures, but since we moved here, he hasn't honestly had one. It's like maybe once a year that I've witnessed. You know, I'll be at work or whatever, but his seizures have never affected him, and he's not on medication for it, which I did not want to put him on medication because they tend to affect their kidneys. He's been an overall healthy dog. He has been very healthy, despite him having a history of seizures and a heart murmur. So now I just feel like this is just, and she explained that to me too, she was like, this is just him getting old, you know, like it's a degenerative disease. Like as he gets older, like obviously it will start to present itself. And so that's what's going on. But I can't like mentally wrap my mind around my dog going through it. And I'm just like, I just want him to be okay. And then I also feel bad because I'm about to go to New Orleans tomorrow, and I don't want to, my friend dog just died. He was like 17 and she wasn't even there when he died. And I'm like, oh child, I would feel so guilty if I was not there when my dog died. But the vet was like, you know, I think he'll be fine. I asked her, like, should he be monitored here, or is it okay for him to go to the dog sitter? And she was like, no, I think he'll be fine. She was like, I'm gonna call you tomorrow and I guarantee you gonna tell me like he feels better. But I honestly don't think he's getting worse. I will say that. I do not think he's getting worse. I think he is remaining the same. And so she was telling me like she didn't want to give him too much Lasix, but she was like, if we feel like we need to give him more, I'll have you come back in today and then I'll give him another shot. But she was like, typically dogs don't need like a lot of Lasix unless they are in extreme heart failure. And she was like, he is not at that point right now. Like this is the beginning stages and we can manage his symptoms, which is literally just the shortness of breath, probably because he has a little bit of fluid being backed up. So oh baby, I'm not ready for this. I'm like, I'm not trying to go into the new year with my dog being sick. And baby, he is not cheap. He is not cheap at all. I should have had pet insurance for him, but pet insurance is kind of like human insurance when it comes to like them being older and I'm already having comorbidities. Like the premium is going to be higher, so it's like I might as well just pay out of pocket anyway. But my next dog, oh, for sure will have insurance, because we're not doing that. So I'm about to go pick him up and we're gonna go get something to eat together. I'm gonna let him outside. The enalapril is supposed to, she said it won't make him urinate as much, but it's supposed to make him urinate and be thirsty, and I can tell that it's working because he is drinking a lot more water. He tends to drink a lot of water anyway, but he's drinking a lot more since he's taking his medication. And then his eye is clearing up. We addressed that as well. She says she thinks it's just exacerbated because of the heart failure, but once we get the heart failure under control, we can simultaneously do the eye, which I have been giving him his eye drops. So child, pray for my baby. Y'all don't know, because I don't really talk about it because it's very personal to me. I feel like if you are not an animal person, like, you're not gonna get it. Like, I haven't told anybody. I haven't even told my mom, and my mom, she gets it, but it's like very few people understand like how I feel about my dog. And I don't want to tell nobody, because if the response is not what I want it to be, I'm gonna be annoyed. So I just been keeping it to myself and just kind of dealing with it on my own and just praying about it. Like, he is gonna be okay. Like, he's fine. I've been watching him on the camera, like I said, all day. He's just laying down chilling. What is he doing right now? Child, let me go see what he's doing. Poo-poo! Aw, Poo-poo, come on, let's go outside. Y'all see how he's not even happy to see me? That's why I'm just like, ugh. Are you not happy to see me because your tail is tucked? Hi, Pink! Pink! Come on. You ready to go outside? Hi, Kyla! It's a little wag right there. Hi, Pookas! You ready to go outside? Let's go. We're about to go get something to eat, y'all. Bye. I'm editing a vlog. I'm horrible at closing it out, but I'm going to close it out at this point. I did end up taking him to the vet, spending another $500, gave him another dose of Lasix, and she assured me that he was going to be okay. But baby, I had a nervous breakdown because y'all know how I feel about my baby. Like, I just was so worried about him. But I end up going to New Orleans, so that is when I will see y'all in the next vlog. I just realized, like, I literally never came back and talked to y'all because I was in a mood. I had been already crying all day, and then when I got to the vet, she was basically telling me, now this was a different vet. She told me her dog died of heart failure, and the damn dog died in 3 months. So she like, I want you to basically prepare you for this. And I'm like, what? Like, the other vet was giving me a good prognosis. I was feeling good. And then here I come talking to this vet, and she telling me the damn dog about to be dead in 3 months. So I'm over there just like, oh my God, what is going on? What is about to happen? How did this progress so fast? Come to find out, the lady, her dog, it was a Cocker Spaniel, and that happens to them. Like, that is one of the main reasons why they die. And when I end up talking to the original vet, she was telling me, she was like, I'm sorry that she made it seem like that, but when it came to her dog, like, it's genetic for her dog to have that, and when they do get it, it usually happens fast and they die fast. Versus your dog, this is a chronic issue. Like, his body is accustomed to it. He just happened to be in a little bit of fluid overload, and all we have to do is manage those symptoms. So she was like, I'm gonna give you the referral to the cardiologist, but she was like, I'm sure that your dog is going to be fine. So that did make me feel a little bit better. But that damn vet had me, I'm talking about, I was in there boo-hoo crying, because I'm just like, okay, now I have to deal with the reality that my dog might be living for the next 3 months or whatever. Child, it was a lot. Nonetheless, he went to the dog sitter. I was checking on him every 5 minutes. I told the dog sitter to send me hella pictures, let me know if anything wrong, call the vet, whatever. Like, I was in New Orleans trying to, like, have a good time, but at the end of the day, like, I was just so concerned about my baby. And thankfully, when I got home, I prayed to God. I was like, God, like, if he is going to go, like, because that's how I was feeling. I was feeling like he was about to die. But now that I look back on it, it was just, I think what happened with her dog, like, she just put that on me, and then I just received it. Like, okay, I guess this is what's going to happen. I was just expecting the worst. But he ended up being fine at the dog sitter, no problems. He got better, and when I got home, my baby was in one piece. I had prayed to God. I was like, God, if he is going to go, please do not let him go while I am not there. Like, I want to be there if my baby take his last breath, but thankfully it did not come to that. As y'all hear him tiptoeing around right now, eating his snacks, he is fine. So I will see y'all in the next vlog. I will be in New Orleans. Bye.